So we're going to create a Linux server for our DayZ. We're going to use Ubuntu Server, so no graphical user interface, it's just console. We're going to give it 60 gigs of hard drive space. We're going to give it one socket that's got 4 cores. We're going to give it 8 gigabytes of memory. We're going to start the installation as soon as the virtual machine is created. The IP address for the virtual machine, we want to specify it because we shall be port forwarding ports on our router. So I'm going to give this virtual machine the IP address of 82. Obviously you can see ProxMox is running from 80. The server's IP I think is 120, but it's all irrelevant. We're just going to give this virtual machine the IP address .82. Don't worry about the name servers. I've got my own recursive DNS server, and then I'm using No IP secondary as well as their primary, and Google's primary as well as their secondary. I've noticed a problem with the distribution of the space on the hard drives when you allow Linux to just do it automatically. So I always do it as a custom. I give myself 2 gigabytes for the boot drive and give myself the rest of the allotted space as my main storage. I'm just going to edit the settings for the virtual machine. Essentially it's to eject the CD out of the disk drive so that when it reboots, it won't boot from the boot disk, it will actually load the operating system that it's just installing. Now I'm basically specifying a new root password. Like I say, it's a new installation of Ubuntu Server. There is no root password set for the root user, so I've just created it. Now making sure the operating system is fully updated. Now I'm installing, there's two applicable 32-bit libraries that allow the game to run. I'm also installing curl and tar. Now making a directory, I've muddled this up. I've had awful trouble with the tilde key, and being a Windows user, trying to understand the tilde key's essential meaning in Linux. So on previous installs, I have used the tilde key and obviously done something wrong. So in this install, I'm actually using the full home directory path. So home and then my username, in this case DayZ, and then I wanted to create a directory servers, which inside would have a directory SteamCMD as well as DayZ Server. The most up-to-date Steam command line installer, and now I'm unpacking it with the XVZF option. Again, using the full long path to create the directory for the DayZ server to live in. See from the ls, there's nothing in there, I've just created it. So now I need to navigate back to where I've installed the SteamCMD. See it there. So now I'm going to run the executable with the additional arguments of force install directory and specify where I want DayZ to go. So home DayZ servers DayZ server. Then my own logon. The code of DayZ server, which is 223350. Validate it, and then I want to exit out. So it downloads 36 megabytes. Make sure it's up to date. That's the SteamCMD. do not be alarmed if the update state gets halfway through and then seems to quit out. It is fine. Now going to edit the serverDZ configuration file, chuck in a server name, alter a few things. Save the file for running the server for the first time. You will get a lot of error messages. Some there was localization not present, trying to access error value, atmosphere not loaded, no components in such and such, warnings. I mean, it all looks pretty dire. Yeah, you have to bear in mind this is the first run, so the server's actually creating a lot of these values. It really doesn't inspire confidence. Then when we get these square brackets and CE, that's the central economy loading. When we get this section here, player connect enabled and connected to Steam and Steam policy response, basically means the server's up and it's now idle. Because we're only running this for the first time, we need to crash out of the DayZ server. So come out of the console, need to run it a second time. It still doesn't fill you with confidence, I mean, honestly. Refresh our launcher, we will see our server. Just created your first Linux DayZ server.